Hey everybody, welcome back. This is day 2 of session 2 of our T-Rex training program of swim lessons, levels 1 and 2. So, yesterday we really worked on some kicks, we worked on some of our strokes, and now we will continue to do some of those things into day 2. First, we're going to open with our safety topic, which is staying safe around the water. So I'd like you to discuss with mom, dad, sibling, whoever you have with you today. Just say some things about how we stay safe around the water, and then come back to me and I can share a few of my ideas. So if you'd like to go ahead and pause the video quick, go ahead and do that. All right, welcome back. So some things that I have staying safe around the water is, if it's deep water, make sure you are wearing a life jacket. This is very, very important. Also, we don't run around water. Usually, like if you're at the pool, I know at the Family Aquatic Center where I lifeguard, it can be very slippery on the deck. So if we're running, we can easily slip and fall and hurt ourselves. Another thing is make sure you're either wearing shoes or being cautious about what you're stepping on. Sometimes there can be sharp things on the ground and we don't want to get hurt from those. So I'd be curious to hear what you guys have to say. So hopefully you came up with a few more ideas than I did. All right, and let's get started. All right, so we're gonna focus a little bit on our breathing skills as well as our bobbing. So I know yesterday we focused on some stroke skills, but today we're gonna focus on fully submerging more. So if we have like a bathtub, a bucket of water we can put our heads in, anything like that we'll do today. Otherwise, just listening and focusing on these skills is also important. So I'm just going to review entering and exiting the water. I'd like you guys to tell me or tell mom or dad or whoever, 2 ways we enter and exit the water, and then pause this video and come back to me. All right, so hopefully you got 2. A few of them are walking in, using a ladder, stepping in, or jumping in. So good job if you guys got those. That is awesome. So we're going to develop holding our breaths a little bit in this level 1 and 2 session 2, just because, so we're going to develop our strokes more. And as you know, with some of our strokes like front crawl, breaststroke, it does require holding our breaths. So we're going to focus on really kind of building up that, our breath control a little bit. So our first exercise, even if you have a bucket of water, is to fully submerge your head for 5 seconds and do this 3 times in a row. So you're going to go, and then take a break for like 30 seconds and do it again, just 3 times in a row, and that's all. So if you want to go ahead and pause that video and do this, that would be awesome, and come back to me when you're done. All right, so another exercise I like to do with bobs, if you do not have access to a pool or anything like that, that is okay. This one is more for if you're in a pool or a lake. So next time you're there, maybe practice this skill. It's bobs while moving. So say you're back here and you want to do your bobs. You're going to bob under the water 1, 2, as you're moving underwater. So we practice moving with that breath. So I'd like you to do 5 front and 5 backwards. So go ahead and do that if you're able to. Otherwise, just think about this. You can also do this on dry land, practicing that breathing control on dry land. All right. So our new skills today. So I practiced the jellyfish float with you guys yesterday, which was head down, just to review, arms like this and legs also like this. So you're gonna do this again, practice this again, whether it's on dry land or not, and then there is a recovery to that. So say you're in the float and you want to get out of this float. So we're in the float, all you have to do, since our legs are already down, is you just stand up, and that's our recovery for that float. So thinking about recovery with our other floats, with front float, we're doing this. Our legs are also back, and we're just going to tuck in and stand up. With our back float, it's the same thing. You tuck in and stand up for our recovery, for our back floats. So if you have access, it'd be very nice to practice these skills. So another thing we're going to practice today, a new skill, is our combined arm and leg movements. We haven't talked about this yet. So we're going to fully try developing these skills through levels 1 and 2 in this session. So what I want you guys to do is just watch, do the arm movements along with me. So we practice our front crawl, right? So as we do our front crawl, our arms come out and dip into the water, alternating like this. And what kind of leg action do we have on this? That's right, we have flutter kick. So we're flutter kicking as we do this, like that. And so what I want us to really practice on this is getting those arms above our ears, fully swinging and dipping them into the water. This is a very good skill to have, as this is one of our most common strokes. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about exiting and entering the water, this time on chest deep water. So when we're in chest deep water, it's kind of hard to just lift ourselves up. This is a little bit more difficult. So when we are doing this, we enter the water, jumping in or however we jump in like this, and then exiting. So usually there should be a ladder, so we just climb up the ladder and get out. If not, we want to move to shallower water and practice getting out that way. All right. And that is the end of our lesson today. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me on day 2.